are finally back, and I have to say, between this video and the last time I recorded in this room, a lot has changed. Like, I got to go to Porto recently. I did a video shoot for, yeah, I don't know, it's gonna come out soon, hopefully this weekend. So once this video goes live, hopefully by this weekend, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm so thrilled, and the fact that all this has occurred because of a channel that I started in this room. I got into work with I've gotten to work with so many amazing people. I've done some amazing box openings for some brands, and there's future things coming up I'm so excited to say, but mainly it's the people that I've met through this channel and the sort of friendships that I've built over this channel that's meant a lot more to me. Recently, I flew to London prior to Porto, and I got to meet Kitted Out Ollie, a legend that everyone knows of, but the fact he caught a 5 a.m. train from Birmingham to London just to catch up with me. I had landed in London, and Heathrow was a mess, an absolute mess, but he waited for me in London. And just have to say a shout out to Kitted Out Ollie and anyone in the kit community who I think has formed a relationship, a friendship between each other. You know, a couple of years ago, we probably were all randoms, but now we are friends. And I thought, why not do the first episode of this channel? I know you probably saw the one I did for Ultra Football, but I thought I'd talk about the home and away Man City jerseys for you today. Now, the Man City jerseys, you know, I always say this, and I got roasted about it a long time ago, saying, why do you keep saying you're a fan of this team, but you review their shirts? Well, I can review whatever I want, and I have to say, even though, you know, they're the noisy neighbors, but these shirts are amazing. I'm not a fan of the third one, but it might grow on me. It reminds me a bit more of Huddlesford days, but the fluoros are, it's a bit of the past, but I'm kind of liking it. But then I see these two shirts, and I have to say Puma has done a great job. Not only in person are they great, but so far in the game aspect or even the photo shoots, they've done by far the best job out there. I think New Balance has definitely taken the reign for one of the best sort of launches for the season, and I think Puma is second behind that. But I think both home and away shirts are just brilliant designs. We'll talk about the home one first. Now, as you know, this is the home shirt, and it is inspired by a generation of Man City players, but more so Colin Bell. He is referenced as the king, and as you can see, a nice little crown inside the shirt here. A generational team of the 67 to 71 that really impacted the club. The design itself is a centralized logo and the Holy Trinity, but we all saw this sort of teased with Puma's designs prior to this release. Now, the one thing that I do like about this shirt is the design elements on the collar and the sleeves. It's a bit more relaxed compared to what they had last year. I think last season was a bit too relaxed, and it just wasn't a great design. A lot of people complained about the Puma neckline, but I think finally they have created something beautiful. I do love the burgundy detailing with the white. I know the original was a bit more of a white one, but now adding the burgundy is a great way to connect to the away shirt that we see. It's a darker red than the usual red in this one, so burgundy does give that sort of Man City approach rather than going to the red of Manchester. I love the design, the centralized logo, everything about this is just great. The detailing and material of the actual blue is great. Now, this is a fan spec of the Puma. I don't have, and I don't never have access of the play spec. I assume that a lot of it will be a bit more detailed and a tighter fit than what we have here today. There's not much on the back, but we do have a little emblem here for representation of City. I think a bit more community-based things would have been better for this club. I know they really pushed the whole CFG, the City Football Group community around the world. Of course, here down in Australia, the Citizens. I think the community thing would have been a better callback on the back than what they have now. On the side, we do have Nexon's hire, and this side we have nothing right now, but I'm sure you can get the Premier League badge. Overall, I do give this shirt an 8 out of 10. I think the only thing that I would have loved was a bit more of a mesh filling on the side and just a crop sort of design that Nike had in the seasons prior to this. And if you are getting a name set for this and you're a Man City fan, definitely be getting Haaland. I think this is his year. The fact that he had a dad that played at the club is just an amazing achievement for, I think, a family, but let alone a player who can come back and almost show up his father. But yeah, all I can say is it's sad that Roy Keane does not have a child that Erling can come up against. Now, we do have this beautiful away shirt, and that video that promoted this shirt, the whole, you know, made in Manchester, inspired by Milan, a great concept and a great work. I think one of the videos was also made by Soccer Bible, and one of the team members there, and I have to say, a beautiful sort of element of football releases. You don't see it in any other sport. Maybe in America you do see it with baseball and stuff, but I think football is so lucky because we get these beautiful designs in a sense of videos. So this release, if you haven't, check it out. It's probably far one of the best things this season. Now this shirt is great, looks amazing in person. Again, Erling Haaland looks amazing in it. I just love that guy. I'm really sad that he's going to Manchester City, but this is a great shirt. It's inspired by the past. Now, funny story, there is a few things on the internet that I read that a certain coach had said that, you know, they watched the 60s and Milan was by far the most inspirational team for them and the success they had. So they thought, why not wear and represent the red and black? So that sort of got them wearing the red and black. And you know, they won the 1969 FA Cup and they won a few things after that, but that's where this lucky kit came from. I know we've seen different versions of it. There's a Lecoq one and there's also the Umbro ones, but my favorite one would have to be the 95 away. Again, this is a redesign of what we saw a couple of seasons ago, but again, Puma have done a great job. The clean black background here is great with the little red detail. I think it just differentiates from just being a plain red shirt. We do have the yellow detailing of the same emblem on the back of shirt here. Necks and ties here on the left with the Puma. One thing I've noticed again is that they do keep the whole Puma on both sides. I don't think any other manufacturer does that except for the PSG shirt last year for Jordan and PSG. And once again, we do have the Holy Trinity here in a singular color of yellow, which does stand out the shirt. I think if we had it in white or even in a different color, it would have really ruined the shirt. But a colorway of two colors where it's red and black is beautiful, but adding the yellow has definitely made this a top-notch shirt. A monochromatic logo for the badge here, again, for me, really shows that the brand, but also club really thought about the whole design aspect more than just the shirts. And with that in mind, I do give this a 10 out of 10. I think both the shirts as a duo have to be the best home and away shirts in the league. I know United have some nice shirts this season. I'm not a fan of the green one, but what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about this season's Man City shirts, home and away? As always, these shirts are supplied to me by Ultra Football, massive supporters of this channel. Thank you so much for always supporting me. But as always, stay safe, stay away from stupid people, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you and goodbye.